Thinking of upgrading your home? Watch this video all the way to the end. It will give you the best idea on how to proceed about it. So, I have helped several of my clients buy their first home, upgrade when needed, and upgrade again, and do investment properties. And all of these I do with a design at the back. So I always go through the needs analysis process, their financial viability process, and the options that I can put in front of them on the table. And that's when clients go and make their choices. So when you are ready to upgrade your home, here is how you should be going about it. The first thing is you should assess the needs that are making you feel that the home, you are right to move on to your new home. It could just be as simple as you're in the money and you want to live a better lifestyle. Or it could be that your family has grown, your parents have come to live with you, and you need more space. Or it could be that you are now tired of a 2-level home or a 3-level home and you want to go and start living in a single level. I have seen people where they are more than 80-90 years old and they now want to sell their current home and move into their next one, which is downsized, does not involve that much work and all that. So, what do you think is the first thing that you should be looking at? What is the reason you want to make that move? And that's key. Because if you do not know the reason and you move for a wrong reason, even after doing the move, you're not going to be able to solve the problem. Say, you're living 3 hours away and commuting 3 hours to work, and you go and just buy a newer house in that same neighborhood. Buying that house is not solving your problem of 3-hour commute. So it's very important to think and gather what are the exact issues that you're facing. That's number one. Number two is the financial feasibility. You need to be able to know how much exactly is it that you want to spend on your next. You have your current home also. So this current home, what are your choices with it? Whether you should rent it out, whether you should take some money out of that home so that you can use it for your next one. Should you do a HELOC or should you do a cash out refinance? All of these options come right at you. So you should know what is the size of the home financially that you're going to buy. And for that size of a home, what are the options that you have on your table to bring that kind of money into play for your next home? So that's your second thing. The next that I follow with a lot of my clients is sit down and build a list of options. As if you build a list of options where you have a menu in front of you when you go to a restaurant. It's the same thing that I do, try to build a menu of options that you have in front of you. Like whether you can rent your current home. So you'll hold your current home as a rental, it becomes an investment property, and you can buy your next one still. I have calculators that help you decide which way to go, how much can you rent it for, what will be the affordability after you rent the current one and all that. The second option could be to sell your current home, take all the money out of it, and then deploy it against your new home. So that's another one. But in this case, taxation comes into play. So you need to understand what is the capital gains impact by doing this transaction, how much is the real cash that you are going to land after buying this property, and what will you actually have available in your next one. So a lot of times, even when people are buying their first home, I ask them not to sell their stock, because selling stock is a taxable event. Of course, I'm not the tax consultant. I send them to the tax advisor, but I have seen too many times that my clients got bitten by selling stocks and they got hit by a huge tax bill. And after they got hit by a tax bill, they did not realize where could they bring that money from. So all this needs to be put there as a placeholder for planning. And that's what I do. But the actual tax planning needs to happen with your tax consultant. So that's another aspect. So now, once you know where this money is coming from, how much money is coming, what are your options about the current home, what are your options for the new home, and where are you going to go? Then you're going to look at the neighborhoods that you are going to want to go, and generally scout what are the comparables or the sort of prices that you're looking at when you're looking at that upgrade. So that's that next one. With all of these aspects set down, you can work with me and I can help you do all these calculations, all the options, all the issues that you might be facing, the tax implications that you might have, and then you can go sit with your tax consultant, with your financial advisor, and put all of that team together and work with your mortgage consultant to see how you can put the next one together. And that's where this whole upgrade position works. One of the other options that I always bring up is, when you are upgrading, first think how you can just right size your current home by remodeling, by adding some square feet, by just styling it out right. So if there are some of those easier options, you should consider that. I hope this whole episode was helpful. And if you think somebody can use it, please share with your friends. And I keep bringing this kind of important information to you each week. Please subscribe. See you on my next one. Bye.